Have you ever had money left over from your paycheck and you wonder, like, wow, I have money left over. What do I do with this money? Well, in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you how to decide and determine what to do with the money that you have left over from your paycheck. I'm going to be doing two things in this video. I'm going to be closing out my paycheck budget from the last pay period, and then I'm going to be creating another paycheck budget for the upcoming pay period. So this is a part of my payday routine, and I'm going to be completing it in detail right here with you. So if that's something that you want to see, then go ahead and stay tuned. If this is your very first time here, my name is Jasmine, aka Budget Treasures, and here on my channel I talk about all things finance with the emphasis on budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. If you are a returning bestie, hey girl, hey, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. All right, so the very first thing that we're gonna do is I am going to close out my paycheck budget from the last pay period. If you caught the last paycheck budget or payday routine video that I did, I let you guys know that that's something that I'm gonna start doing. I am gonna close out the budget before completing the budget for the next pay period. And so that's what we're gonna be doing here on this video. And I'm gonna be explaining to you guys, what do you do when you have money left over in the budget? How do you determine or decide what to do with that money? Because ultimately, you still want to zero your budget out even after you've completed the budget. It's important to remember that your budgets are living documents. They're always changing. You have to make updates to them, etc., even down to the end of the pay period, because if you don't, you run the risk of still overspending when, let's just say, you have a couple $100s left in your account and you haven't looked to see why, and you just go ahead and think that you have magically extra money in your account and you go spend that money doing something else. And then it kind of messes up the next pay period because you're not budgeting everything that you have and you're only budgeting the paycheck and not the account, if that makes sense. I hope it did, but I'm gonna show you how that makes sense. Let me grab my pens. To close this out, I'm gonna be using red if we're over budget, black if we are on target, and then green if we are under budget in any of these areas, okay? Let me zoom in. I've already taken a look at my account, so I already know what I have, already know what's been paid, etc. So make sure that when you are closing out, you have your account up so that you already know basically what has already come out of your account. You should have been tracking your expenses daily, especially if you are new or in the beginning stages of budgeting. So life insurance, that did come out $117.04, so that was right on target. Now tax bill, I did not pay my tax bill because I'm still trying to figure out what to do with that, so I'm working that out right now. So as of this budget, it did not come out of my account. My car insurance did not come out either. I'm sorry, this should be green. My car insurance did not come out. I don't know why. It is on auto pay, but it didn't come out. And then Hulu Disney didn't come out either. I don't know why Hulu Disney didn't come out. I am completing my budget or the closeout on the same day that these things should have come out. So it's a possibility that it might come out a little bit later in the day. I don't know. Usually it comes out in the morning. So, but as of right now, as I'm closing out the budget, because I'm getting paid the very next day, I have to close it out. And so right now I'm closing it out with 0, like it didn't come out. So that's that. I forgot to write the actuals here. So the actual was $1,142.40. So that was correct with the actual. So now I'm gonna take my calculator and I'm going to add all of what actually came out. So 29.69 plus 117.04. So 138.73. 138.73. And then what's left over, $1,003.67. So we go into the variable expenses with this amount. The groceries, let's go ahead and open up my wallet to see what has come out. We're gonna see how much money I actually spent. So groceries, I have $3 left, so I spent $147, so that was under. Household, I spent all of household, and I spent all of toiletries. Father's Day, I actually did not use my $50 for Father's Day because my dad got sick, and so we didn't end up doing anything. So I didn't spend that money. So this is actually 0. Even though I'm going to put this to something, but for right now it's 0, okay? Because I didn't spend it for Father's Day. So I'm gonna put that to the side. There's nothing else, I don't think, in any of these other envelopes. Yeah, so we're all good there. Now I do have my receipts that I do need to scan into Fetch. And so I just want to let you guys know, if you don't know about Fetch, it's an app that you can download. It's a free app, actually. And when you scan your receipts, you get points, and you can cash in those points for gift cards. And it's gift cards everywhere. So it's really free. It's really cool. I use it. I've been using it for a couple of years now. And I will tell you that I cash out about every September, because September is my birthday month. And I always get Nordstrom gift cards, and that's how I buy my high-end products that I like. So high-end niche perfumes, and or I think I bought like some Gucci glasses once before. So it's a really awesome tool. No strings attached, it's free. So I would suggest that you download it. When you do download it and you upload your first receipt, you get bonus points, and I get bonus points as well. Okay, so I'm gonna put this off to the side, and I do have the code that you can use. I'm gonna put this in my coin jar, so I'll be right back. So I do have a coin jar that I use, and I just put all the coins in there, and I will cash it out one day. I'm like in no rush to do it because I'm just not. But anyway, so that's that. So I am going to add up the variable expenses. So it's $354.23, and I did pay $127.23. $354.23, and if we subtract $649.44. For the 1 month ahead, I did take out $165, and I did put that towards $649.23. So I did take the 165 and I did put that towards the 1 month ahead binder. And then as far as the 52 week, I did take out $50 and 100 here for the 3K. Now, here's what I was talking about when I said, what do you do with the money that you have left over? This is why it's uber important to close out your budgets. Now, if I hadn't closed out my budget, if I hadn't been expense tracking, which is two of the exercises that most people don't do. They don't check to make sure that their bills are paid. They don't check to just make sure everything is as it should be. At the end of the pay period, you're gonna think, because what was left in my account is 200 and I wrote it down, sorry. 281.45 is left in my account. So hadn't I done this, I would have said, oh, I got $281. Let me go live my best life because something happened and I miraculously have money left in my account. And that is where the bad things happen. So I want to tell you, I really don't have $281 left in my account. That's what I have in physical cash, but I still have insurance. I still have a tax bill that needs to be paid, and I still have this Hulu Disney that needs to be paid. So what I'm going to need to do with this money here is I'm going to need to roll that into the next pay period because it's going to have to be paid. So that is what you need to do. You need to make sure that all of the bills are paid. You need to account for the money. So let's just say that all of these bills were paid and I still have $200 left in my account. I need to figure out where that $200 came from. Was it a deposit in my account? Was it something that I didn't budget for? Like, where did it come from? Because nothing just appeared in your account. That way you'll make sure that you're not spending that money and maybe it's a bill that you forgot to pay, or maybe you have that bill on auto pay. Like, for example, this is on auto pay. So to me, they should be taking it. There should be no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But they didn't take it. I don't know why. The money is there. So I need to call and I'll wait until the day is over. But if they don't take it by tomorrow, I need to figure out what's going on. Now, it was a holiday, so I'm not sure if they're backlogged or whatnot. But this is where we get in binds because we don't check. And we think, oh, I got money left in my account. Let me go splurge. And it just happens. And it's okay that it happens. But now that we're talking about it today, you know that you didn't have money that just mysteriously ended up in your account. So you need to account for that. So with this money here, I will be rolling this into my next paycheck budget. Now, when it comes to the money down here that I have left over, like this money, I need to figure out how to make best use of it, right? So I can take this money and I can say, oh, I'm gonna do whatever with it, just go spend it on nothing. Or I can make this money work for me. So how I'm gonna determine where this $53 should go, let me tell you. I am going to take a look at two things. I'm going to take a look and see where I am in my 1 month ahead savings. And let's see, I have my tracker here. So I'm about 70% saved. And so I can put the $50 here. I don't know exactly where. I just know I'm at 70% saved. I think I'm at 1,600. Let me see. I don't really know, to be honest. Let me count this really quick. So I have here 1,565. So if I were to add this, that would put me to what, 16 something. I would still only be at 70% saved, probably like 78% saved right before the 80. So I can put it here, or I can get a head start in savings for the next contribution that I'm gonna need to make for the 52-week savings. So there's 55 or 35 for the 52-week that I can add it to. Let me look at this one here, or I can add it. I don't have a $50 circle. Yeah, I don't have just a $50. Well, I have a $45 circle right there. What should I do with this $53? I don't even know. Or I can do like 35, but then I'm adding all of this. Or I could add it to my 1 month ahead fund. So I am gonna decide to add it to my 1 month ahead fund. That's what I just made that decision, because I really want to get this funded for 1 month ahead. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna take this here and I'll just put it in green. So 1 month ahead, I'm gonna be adding $53 to it. This wasn't budgeted. I should have not put it there because it wasn't budgeted for originally. Budgeted here, $53. So the total amount contributed to 165 plus 53, 218. So I'm gonna take the 649.23. I'm gonna subtract 218. That's 431.23. And then with the 431.23, so 431.23, and I'm gonna subtract 150, 281.23. Let's see. So 281.23 is what I have left over. So I am right on target and budget, because what's left over in my account is 281.45. So it's off by a couple of cents. But let's say if I do this, if I take the 100 plus 175.93 plus 299, that's 278.92, and I subtract 281.23, $2.31, which is pretty much what I was gonna have left over in the first place. So I say another closeout gone well. I say another closeout gone well. Give myself a hand clap. This is another A+ closeout. I think I've cracked the code. I'm excited. I'm excited. So closing out your budget is uber important. I will say it and say it and say it and say it. It's uber important, because for this very scenario, if I would have thought that I had all this money left over in my account and I would have went and spent the money on something else, and then the new pay period come, I would not have included these bills, and then these bills would have came out of the new paycheck budget, and then I would not have had enough money, and then it's just an entire ripple effect of what basically happens. Okay, so just know that it is important to make sure that you are checking in. This is the reason for expense tracking, so you know exactly what it is that you have coming in and going out. I know it's tedious. I know it's not the funnest thing in the world, but it's the most effective thing in the world. Okay, now we're gonna go over to creating the budget for the next pay period. And I'm actually going to need this. I don't even know why I put that back in there. So this is the paycheck budget for the 21st. So the inflow amount in the bill account is going to be a total of, sorry, I already did the math on this, $1,421.43. So $1,421.43. Okay, that's what we're working with going into the new pay period. Fixed expenses, so we have tithes, and that's going to be on 6/21. And then I do have my mortgage. Oops, sorry guys. I have my mortgage going into another account automatically from my paycheck. And then I have HOA, which is a part of the deal. Okay, that also goes into another account. Now, I'm gonna put here first the bills that weren't paid,
which is tax, $100, car insurance, $175, $93, and then Hulu Disney, which is $299.
These are the ones that weren't paid. And I'm just gonna put a date of 6/21 because hopefully these will be paid by that time. Okay. Now that I'm done with this, I'm gonna go to see actually what is due. So here's the payday here, everything on this. So we have Amazon Prime, which will be coming out. $16.15, and this is on the 22nd actually. And then we have Amazon Prime Video, this is $11.99. And I'm looking at the bills here. Sorry guys, I don't think I was in frame. Then I have my solar bill. I have all of my utilities here. So I have solar, gas, court. I know this is $75. And then whatever bills I have due, because I'm paid next, so I was paid here on the 21st, then I'll be paid next on the 5th. So whatever bills I have here will be, I will need to put that in this budget. So now, since I haven't completed my overview, I need to get my bill tracker. This is the purpose of having this bill tracker. Number one, because you can track your bills, but number two, just in case I need it here, because I'm gonna do that on another video. So mortgage, we know mortgage will be taken out of my account. Then I have internet cable, which is due on the 1st, so that's $117.52. $117.52. ADT, which I really think these are on the 3rd, but it's still, I don't get paid to the 5th. ADT is $59.99. Sirius XM, $7.27, and then that's it. So I need to see how much my solar bill is, because this is due on the 28th. Gas is on the 28th. This is on the 1st. It's a lot of bills. So let me see how much these 3 bills are, and I'll be right. I am back. So I checked my solar bill, and it says that it's not due until July 29th, which is odd. I mean, I did not make a payment in June, so I don't know why it's saying that my due date is July 29th. I mean, praise God for it. So it's basically saying I don't have a payment due in June. I don't know why. So I have a payment amount, but it just says due date July 29th. I'm gonna take it as an error, and I'm still gonna budget for it. So it's $107.35. I'd rather budget on the higher end, and if it's really not due until then, I mean, I could still make the payment. It did allow me to, I like tested it out to see if I could make a payment. So I may make it early. I don't know. I'm not really into like giving my money away like that, but we'll see. And then for my gas bill, it's $45.80. My gas is finally decreasing. So there are a lot of bills here that I have. I always have the most amount of bills at the end of the month and beginning of the month. I want to get it to a point where all of my bills are due like the same day. That would be great. Just pay everything and move on with your life. All right, I'm gonna add all of this together and I'll be right back. In $19.99. $701.44 left. What I always budget for is groceries. $150. Household, I'm gonna need a little bit more, but I'll probably take that from my side hustle money and budget for more in the household, but I'll just take the 40. And toiletries for sure, 40. And gas, I need to see how much my gas is. And looking at my calendar, there's not much going on. I do have a lunch date here, but the 4th of July, I'm not really sure what I'll be doing, if anything. I might just be working, but I don't know. Let me calculate how much my gas is. Give me a moment. So gas is $112.43, and that's it. Let me add everything here. $342.43. $701.44. $359.01. That's what's left over. $359.01. So we have the 1 month ahead fund. And then I have my savings challenges. So what I'm going to do is look and see how much I need to save for the savings challenges. So it's 55 plus 35. So $90 for June. I'm sorry, for the 52-week savings to finish out June. And then for the 3K savings, I'm gonna do 45 and 50, which is $95. This is the 3K savings. So 90 plus 95 is 185. So I'm gonna take the 359.01 and I'm going to subtract 185. That gives me 174.01. Sorry, I was out of frame, but it gives me 174.01. So with my 1 month ahead, I'm gonna put towards that $170. So left over 359.01, 359.01 minus 170 gives 189.01. 189.01, subtract, so that leaves us with $4.01 will be the rollover. We're definitely almost at goal for the 1 month ahead, so I'm super excited about that. And I'm not gonna put a line through debt because I did realize when I was doing the closeout that if I do have any money left over, I might just want to put that money towards debt. So that sums up today's video. I hope that it was very helpful for you guys to see how to take the money that you have left over and how to make sure that you put it somewhere and don't just spend it. How many of you guys would have done that? Let me know in the comments if you would have just been like, what? I got money left over. I'm about to go spend, spend, spend. Also, give this video a thumbs up for the A+ closeout. I need a thumbs up for the A+ closeout. That's all I need for you guys to do. If you made it to the end of this video, give this video a thumbs up. That's all I need you to do. Let the YouTube streets know that this video was bomb because I got an A+ on the closeout. I'm super excited with these A+ closeouts these days. I don't know what to do with my little old self. So as it relates to my payday routine, I complete the budget. Then I go to the bank and I take whatever money out. The money that I'm going to be taking out is groceries, household, and gas, 1 month ahead, and then my savings challenges. I also need to put here, which I'm going to put in purple. You know, it's one of my favorite colors. All of the things that are auto pay. So car insurance is auto pay, Hulu Disney is auto pay, Amazon Prime auto pay. All of these things are auto pay with the exception of solar, gas, cord is auto pay, internet cable auto pay, ADT auto pay, and SiriusXM. So I just have to manually go in and make the solar bill payment, the gas, and the tax. I'm gonna have to do that too. So yeah, nothing else is really auto pay here, but yeah, so I'll go get the money, put the money in the envelopes, etc. I hope that this video was helpful. Once again, if you did make it to the end of the video, please give the video a thumbs up, like the actual thumbs up button. And if you want, you can give me a thumbs up in the comments as well. But I want to thank you so much, you guys, for your constant support. Trust me, it does my heart well, and I cannot thank you enough for the constant support that you guys give me. I truly appreciate it and love you guys for it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Go be great, besties. Peace out.